In Pediatric Health Source tonight, a new study out this evening about the risks of shopping carts. Boy, we have to worry about everything, don't we? Well, the number of kids injured on and around those shopping carts jumped 30% in the last 2 decades. And as 10 TV's Heather Pick tells us tonight, that's why researchers say something can and should be done.
When you're carrying precious cargo like nanny Kathy Barr,
First thing I think about is keeping my eye on the baby at all times.
but as little ones grow, energetic little hands can create trouble. A new study shows the #1 cause for shopping cart injuries, kids in the cargo basket.
They could stand up or try and get out or reach for something in the aisle, which will make them go head first.
And according to Dr. Gary Smith, who pioneered this study, there are no safety rules addressing tip-overs. And for parents,
they can't tell by simply looking at the cart whether it's stable or not, because the current U.S. standard simply is not adequate.
about 20,000 children are injured every year in the U.S. in shopping carts, about 1/4 of them in tip-overs. One of the things to look for is the handle too far behind the rear axle. In this cart, it's pretty much aligned. This cart seems pretty steady, so it would take a lot of weight to get this to tip over. Dr. Smith is urging manufacturers to make a change.
What they can do then is decide whether the wheelbase needs to be larger, whether center of gravity needs to be lower. Those are different mechanisms to achieve the same result.
Some safety suggestions for parents: look for carts with seats that sit lower to the ground. Never allow a child to ride in the basket or climb on the sides. And don't let an older child push the cart with a younger child in it. That can easily cause a tip over. And of course,
I think that they need to be restrained simply because, especially at her age, they're so busy trying to stand up in the cart, and if they fall over, then obviously they can have head injury.
the buckle is something the study also found most parents don't use. For Pediatric Health Source, Heather Pick, 10 TV, Eyewitness News.
And in fact, that study found only about 1 out of 7 parents use the safety straps in those shopping carts. But when greeters kindly reminded parents about them, the number jumped to almost 50%. So a nice, kind nudge to keep the kids safe is good.
Look away 1 second, and they're out of that cart just like that. You need to put them in a big padded suit.